At this time, it's my honor to bring up to say a few words about Jay as a friend and as a co-worker, Rob Guerra. When we created the IES back in 2011, the first thing we did was have an award event. This, of course, is our 10th annual award event. We asked Rob to become our first Lifetime Achievement recipient, and he greatly accepted, which really got us kicked off on the right foot. I'm ever grateful to Rob for taking over that mantle, the very first thing that we ever did. And it's my honor at this time to bring him up to say a few words about his friend, Jay Nussbaum. Please join me in welcoming Rob Guerra.
Thank you, Fred. 9 years ago, I had the honor of introducing my great friend, Jay Nussbaum, as the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award. And at the time, I spoke about Jay's outstanding successes in sales at Xerox, Oracle, Citigroup, and then again at Accenture, at Intigic after we started the company. I think the three things that made Jay, as a human being, become so successful in sales were first, his loyalty, second, his passion for winning, and then his incredible sense of humor. Now, it's hard to summarize and capture the meaningful relationship that we had over 45 years in the limited time that we have today, but I'm going to give it my best shot. First off, Jay's loyalty is beyond anything most people could ever understand. I think I could speak on behalf of all of the past Lifetime Reward recipients and say to you that if Jay called any one of us and asked us to do anything to help him, we would sign up in a heartbeat. Because we knew and know that if anything went good, there'd be shared success. When things went poorly, Jay would help guide us to be refocused on the success of the organization. As a matter of fact, over the years, a few people thought that they could move on and find other opportunities out there in the world for themselves. And when they'd come back to Jay after some difficulties, unlike most people, Jay would say, "Not a problem. You tried it. It was worth it." So he would bring them back and treat them with the same respect as he treated those people who hung with him. Jay had an incredible capability for winning. He was passionate about it. I remember one time seeing a picture of him where he had taken a helicopter to the top of a mountain so he could ski the most treacherous of slopes because he had to be the best at everything he did. So whether it was skiing the slopes and beating everybody else, or if it was just a pickup game of racquetball, Jay had to win because that's what drove Jay. It was at the heart of everything he did when we were together at Xerox, when he was at Oracle, when he was at Citigroup, and then again his leadership when we were at Agilex together. The third thing that made Jay a success was he had this great sense of humor. Jay never took himself seriously. He took issues seriously, he took business seriously, he took sales seriously, but he didn't take himself seriously. And we could be in one of the most intense conversations and meetings. Jay would always find a way to lighten the atmosphere through a joke or a funny story, and oftentimes he was the butt of the funny story. So he didn't take himself too seriously while he took issues in business seriously. So I would say to the future sales stars in our business, make sure that you have your priorities right. Make sure you have your goals in life set. Make sure you're committed to those goals and those priorities, but go win. Be passionate about winning. Give every deal your greatest effort. But also keep in mind that you're not going to win all of them. And when you don't win one, don't worry about it. There'll be another opportunity. There'll be another opportunity to succeed. There'll never be another opportunity to be you. But I'll tell you most importantly, there'll never be another Jay Nussbaum. That I can say from the bottom of my heart. Now, over the years, you get to work with some incredible people. Years ago, I worked with Teresa Carlson in trying to help raise money for the families and the children at the National Institutes of Health Children's Inn, and most recently, successfully working with Matt Warren when we were at Agilex together. So I'd like now to have you hear from Teresa and Matt. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I want to thank Rob, Fred, and the IES for allowing me to be here. It's an honor to be here again today, even though we can't be together in person. I can't believe that it's been 10 years since Fred started this event. The sales community in Washington, D.C. has changed so much in these past 10 years. But through all those changes, Fred and IES have been a source of great professional development and support for so many of us. And your work has undoubtedly helped us grow and change the region. And that brings me to why I'm so honored to speak to you today to pay tribute to my late friend, Jay Nussbaum. Jay left a lasting mark on the public sector sales community in Washington, D.C. And more importantly, he has a huge influence on me personally. Jay and I first met through my dear friend, Linda Zacher, who worked closely with him at Oracle. And we were instant friends. What I remember the most about Jay was his amazing positive energy when he walked into a room. In fact, when he entered that room, the energy just expanded in the best way and made everyone feel very special. This was truly his superpower. People wanted to listen to Jay and hear what he had to say. So when Jay first established Agilex, I knew that he'd be a fantastic partner for us, that he could work with us to make a bet on cloud when very few in the government understood even what we were trying to do at that time. And the use of this superpower in building relationships and understanding his customers so well were absolutely critical to our early success. It was a great honor to know Jay. When I think of the most iconic leaders in sales and the best executives I've ever known around the world, I always put Jay at the top of the list. The Jay Nussbaum Rising Star Award is a fitting tribute to a man who cared so deeply about the public sector and who loved sales, and to a man who had a passion for mentoring constantly the next generation of young sales leaders. We miss you, we love you, and we thank you for all you taught us, Jay. And Jay, you left us the responsibility to pay it forward. Blessings to your family and all that knew him. And I want to thank and congratulate all the winners today.
Thank you to Rob Guerra and IES for the honor and privilege to speak today. Also, big congratulations to Craig Abott. I've had the pleasure of working with a titan in the industry, Craig. And also to Tamara Greenspan, who it's been a long time. It's probably been 12, 13 years since Tamara and I worked at Oracle together, but could not be prouder to also be part of a special award that she will be receiving as well. First, thank you for having me here to talk a little bit about Jay. I know he is smiling at me right now. He, for many years, used to make fun of me for wearing a shirt and a tie all day, every day, and said I was a little too rigid and serious. So Jay, I am wearing a nice comfortable shirt and I have sneakers on, and I'm doing it for you. For those that don't know Jay, Jay was a larger than life person that had the it factor. Jay was the type of person that would walk in a room and people just knew that somebody special was in their presence. He made time to talk to everyone. He asked about how they were doing. He cared for people sincerely. He had energy by interacting with people. Jay hated to be alone and really, really gave everything he had to the people that were closest to him. Fortunately, I had the privilege to work with Jay at Agilex for about 8 years. And Jay and I had a relationship where we talked every day and all day for those 8 years. And usually at the end of every day, around 5 o'clock or so, I would wander up to Jay's office. He used to have a couch that he said, "Matthew, it's time for me to give you a therapy session." I would sit down on the couch and I would talk to Jay about the day. What was working, what wasn't working, and that's really when I tapped into the brilliance of Jay. Jay took time to talk to me about what it means to be a business builder. I think a lot of people would say sales. Jay quickly showed me the difference between being a builder and a salesperson. And what that meant in terms of leadership, being a leader amongst leaders. And it's something that he talked to me about every day. And he would tell me stories back from his Xerox days, through Oracle, working with Larry Ellison, all the way to how he picked the team at AgileX that was out to do something bold and different. Jay always was committed to my future, and he made me promise to him one day that when I would be in a similar position, I'd be able to give back. But it was always about training and teaching and caring about my future and what this experience would do for me down the road. And it's something that I now do at Steampunk, as you can see. This Wednesday, September 30th, we'll be launching our Design Intelligence Studio. And the spirit of Jay, the lessons of Jay, the legacy of Jay absolutely is in the halls of this Design Intelligence Studio. It's bold, it's edgy, it's fun. All of the things that Jay used to tell me, that have fun, enjoy the ride, make a difference, and get out there and make relationships with your employees, with your clients, because it's the time of your life. So for that, I feel very honored today to speak about Jay. The legacy of Jay, as I said, runs deep at Steampunk. And for the recipient who wins this award, congratulations. And please know that this is bigger than just a sales award. This is about legacy. This is about a man that made a very, very big difference to a lot of people in the Washington, D.C. area. Thank you.